doing today. I finally found someone to ride with. Woo! I'm going up to Creston, riding the 229 with my buddy from work, Zack. And
hey, how's it going?
Hey, and he's riding a Ducati Monster, right?
That's right.
Yeah, he's whoa, a little debris here. Careful. There's we got the headsets going, so he can talk, I can talk, and we all can hear everybody. And we got another rider up ahead. Not sure exactly where he's going, but we're gonna have some fun on some twisty turns today. Going up Highway 40. We're going up. Where are we right now? We're going to Creston to the 229, and that'll go down into Santa Margarita. And there's a section of the 58 which is just really twisty and turny, like a racetrack. Pretty bird.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Coming up here, there's a really amazing twisty. Hopefully this truck gets off, but it might kill our roll. We'll see.
Oh, okay, nice. Oh, the one right at the top of the hill?
That's right, yeah. It's like a 15 mile, but it's great on a bike.
Oh, totally.
Crappy at a truck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you might have to kind of hold back a little bit, get some distance.
Right, yeah. You gotta hold back so you have some fun with it.
Yeah. Can you hear my exhaust from back there, Zach?
No, not so much. No. Yeah, I can hear it now. I can probably hear it through your mic, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Looks like that truck's gonna go through the twisty, unfortunately, but whatever.
Yeah.
We'll have many more ahead.
Yeah, we'll give some space.
Yeah.
I wonder if that guy behind him has any idea about that turn.
I don't know. He looked like he was a serious rider with all those leathers.
Oh, totally. He's a racer. And your Monster, what size engine is that?
It's a 796, but it's 803 cc's, I believe.
Okay, wow. What? How much horsepower is in that?
69, I want to say.
Oh.
Sounds nice, but I think it's more like 64.
Oh, okay, because I think that's the same thing. Mine is stock. It's around 69 or 70. And now that I put on this intake and exhaust, I think it's kicked it up a few more horsepower.
Yeah, of course, it breathes better. You can hear it. Yeah, it's thirsty for air.
Oh, yeah. Now, yeah, so it'd be interesting how to see our bikes speed differently.
Yeah, definitely. That was a nice lean for you, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I put different foot pegs on here, and they don't have those little scraping, little early warning indicators.
Ooh, you gotta know what you're doing.
So I gotta. You do know what I mean? You said, or you don't?
I know what you mean. Oh. Now you gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah. So I gotta. Yeah. So I don't know what's gonna hit first, my exhaust pipe, or the peg. I'll have to find out. Here's a good opportunity right here.
Yeah.
Ah, I don't go too slow. There we go, there's the peg. I think that was the peg.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, they're just about on each other.
There it is.
In a line of attack.
Oh, okay, you could see, so it was close to the pipes?
It was close to the pipe, the lower pipe, of course.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, that's good to know. Just gotta find a nice sharp left turn. Alright, we got some traffic parade up here. Big horny cows.
Longhorn cows there. How you guys doing?
Oh, you used to paraglide, didn't you?
Yes.
You ever look at slopes like this and just dream of just kind of ridge soaring them with smooth air?
Absolutely. I look for thermal triggers still too, where you can like see the various birds and figure out where that thermal event's coming from.
Exactly.
Or that lift.
Did you ever get to ride thermals as a paragliding pilot?
Yeah, just a little. I rode and for a while, about 6 months, and got a couple thermals in, got a couple ridges, but nothing too serious. I went down fairly hard and rolled my ankle just enough. I didn't break it, but I was like a big wake up where I'm like, you know, and then I sold the wing and I bought my bike. But yeah, there you go. I mean, from one extremely safe sport to another.
Yeah, totally. But
funny. I feel like I have more control on a bike, so.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the paraglider does have a very small atmospheric condition window of safety.
Yeah. Basically, when you start messing up, and if you're on 30, 40 feet in the air, kind of game over. With the bike, you might be able to pull out of it, you know, and so...
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, the ground doesn't really mess around with you.
Yeah, like we used to say it when we used to pack people's parachutes, and if you ever free fall and hit the ground, it's not the first hit that hurts you, it's the bounce and the second hit. So we tell everybody, once you impact, grab the ground tightly so you don't bounce off it.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a pro tip.
But purely as a joke. Because grab the ground so you don't bounce off. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll try to keep that in mind and try to time it just right.
Yeah. But man, nothing like hooking a thermal. It's like doing a bottom turn on a big wave, but you can't see the wave. You hook that and just turn into it. I love that sensation. And I love the aspect of paragliding where you're using your body weight to shift the glider in addition to your hand controls. And a motorcycle uses that as well. I can use, my body can affect how the bike performs.
That's right, yeah, but the mass of the bike is so much heavier than the paraglider that your lean and control is not as much as a paraglider, but also like the concept of turning, like looking into your turn, that's true with both motorcycling and paragliding.
Oh yeah, object fixation or target fixation.
For sure that, but just looking where you're going to go in general, and target fixation is a thing for everybody, right?
Oh yeah.
You see some of the worst YouTube videos where that guy did that, you're like, oops, well.
Oh yeah. But man, what a freeing feeling of paragliding. That's what I like about motorcycling, is that I get a very similar feeling, and I don't have to wait for the conditions to get just right. I don't have to wait for a ride to get back up to the top of the mountain if I sink out or a ride. It's just full, and it's like a paramotor almost is what it would be like.
Oh yeah, totally right.
But man, I just love these bikes. It's nice that they redid the roads.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this. This is quite an improvement. And these cars, as much as they're going fairly slow. I could go faster. However, they're not crawling along, so it could be worse.
Yeah, true. We're moving. At least it's not 104 and we're sweating here.
Jesus.
If I remember, there's a nice little, like, whoop-de-doo hoop that'll get your stomach up in your throat here.
Yeah, I feel like you're right.
But there's like a sharp turn after. I think this is the... No, this is
the one. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it mine. Yeah. Go real fast over it.
Catch some air on this thing.
A little bit of bottom out there.
Yeah. This is the hill. If you go nice and fast, but you got a nice sharp turn after it, but you can get that nice dip feeling.
Oh yeah. I love newly paved roads. This is a gift.
It's like the red carpet treatment.
Yeah.
I think you need to hold your shoulder low, is what that sign meant, right?
Yes, that's right. It's just giving you pro tips.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable though. When I was taking driving school back when I was 16, a driver instructor was telling us that he was in the passenger seat. This kid was driving, doing the test, and driving along. All of a sudden, the kid slammed on the brakes and stopped the car in the middle of the road. The guy's like, "What are you doing?" And the sign says, "Do not pass." The kid's like, I can't pass it because it says "Do not pass." And so that was kind of how signs can really make a difference.
Not a literal thing there, buddy.
Oh, okay, we lost one. Okay.
One down, several to go.
Yeah, 2 to go.
Because they just paved it, we don't know the technically safe quote-unquote. Oh, there we go.
Oh, here we go. I see where you're going with that. Well, I wonder if I can pass this. I'm going to slip into here. Shoot. I don't like those blind corners.
No, sir.
Now, if he had a radio, he could tell us if it's cool.
Yeah, this radio thing's amazing.
Oh, yeah. It's like, and even if you have a passenger, it makes it just real nice. You know, you can talk instead of yelling and misinterpret what everybody says.
I mean, it would be no talking. I got to get one for my wife.
Oh, do you have a 2-up seat on yours?
Not on. Yeah, I can take off the rear seat cover. What's neat about the Ducati is that you could remove that, but it kind of has this cafe-esque look currently. But you can remove that plastic part, and then you have another seat. But it's a Ducati, and it's really not meant for 2 people. Although you can do it. It's very intimate. Too intimate.
Does your wife ride?
She has ridden some. She doesn't have her license, no. Her dad and my dad both ride, not together, but they've both been riding their entire lives. Enduros and like cross country. They've done lots of stuff. And so she grew up around it, but she doesn't ride a ton. I'm looking for a cheap bike for her, some sort of maybe like, I don't know, 500 or maybe 350 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, and she's willing to ride and stuff?
She is willing to ride, which is super rad. And so she has a helmet, she has gear. And we just got that, my dad and I just got that Gold Wing, the 1100.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna turn right here.
I wonder how far this new pavement goes.
Yeah.
I've seen that guy around town with that bike. It's a super, super clean bike.
Yeah.
Like all original parts anyway.
Yeah, it looks like what, late 70s, early 80s or something?
Yeah, it looks like a 74, 76 maybe.
Nice. That Ducati is a good looking bike.
Yeah, I really like the monster style. It just has that trestle frame here.
Yeah, nice and exposed. Dual front shocks, or dual front brakes and inverted shocks.
Yeah, it's ABS as well. It's a particular model.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you kind of have to be a fucking retard to mess up here.
Yeah. Is it switch offable? The ABS?
Switch offable? Yes, it is. Yeah, you can turn it off.
Oh, okay.
I leave it on because I don't go hard enough to really justify turning it off. And it can apparently get dirty, so that it can like mess up. So it's kind of make sure it's clean. The optical sensor, or however the sensor is, I'm not sure if it's optical or not.
Looks like a rodeo's going on.
I don't know. It's a yeehaw adventure.
Huh. Yeehaw.
Want a horse?
You ever ridden horses?
I've ridden a horse one time. I'm allergic to hay, like a big wussy.
Oh, man.
Not that badly, but I just don't, you know. My wife loves horses.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they're fun. My parents had horses when they were kids, when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
And I was engaged to a cattle rancher's daughter in Idaho, and we'd go out wrestling up cattle on horseback.
That's pretty rad.
That was interesting. But just like full galloping across these big open fields is just a really neat sensation. Like full throttle on a horse is a hell of a feeling. Like feeling that torque in a bike. It's
yeah, but you gotta like move with the horse. You gotta like move your hips or whatever, like flippity cloppity or what. I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So this will turn into the 229 eventually.
Right. And the 58 someday too, right? Or no?
Yeah, the 58's going to be on the other side of the 229. Yeah, there'll be a sharp left coming up here, and another couple turns, and we'll be on the little 229.
All right. There's a barn dance tonight. You know, if you're free, Hartley, we could cut a line.
I'm gonna have to get on my cowboy boots and hat and head out and cut a rag.
That was the most popular or busy I've ever seen Creston, and it may be the busiest Creston's ever been this year.
Yeah. Where at that place back there?
Yeah. Yeah. Like that whole horse show plus the little market, the little barbecue shop.
Yeah.
That was blink and you miss it.
Yeah. This is Cowboy Town.
Yes, sir.
There's that little bar back there called the Load and Shoot. Or maybe it's a restaurant.
Yeah, I've been there. It has food.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times. I used to do a lot of handyman work for guys out here in their ranches.
Oh, really? That's right. You used to come out here a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah, I lived out here for a little while.
Okay.
I actually invented this, I forgot about that invention. I invented a thing. This lady had a problem. She liked to ride horses, but it was too heavy to lift the saddle up onto the horse. So I devised a pulley block system so she could hoist up her saddle, and that pulley block system was on another set of pulleys that would go along a beam. So the horse would be standing someplace, you'd lift up the saddle, raise it up high, and then slide it along this beam over the horse and lower it down onto the horse.
Let's go.
It worked quite well. I forgot about that one, actually. Alright, got a little wind noise in my helmet here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if mine's off here.
Oh, little take turn there. I'm going to pull up under this tree on this little road. We're going to take a little drink and then we'll hit the road.
All right.